police actually think that the killer who broke in was tired and laid in her bed waiting for her. When Michael heard glass breaking at 7 p.m., that was actually the sound of someone breaking those glass doors. And Amy hadn't been home at that time. She wasn't home at 7. Michael didn't know that, but she had spent the evening out with friends. So actually at 7, when the glass doors were being broken in her home, presumably because that's what Michael said, she had been watching the opening number for a burlesque show. So after the show was over, she went to get a late night tea with her friends and they stayed at the restaurant until about midnight. She actually doesn't get home until 1:02 a.m. She parks her car out front of her house and she sends a text to one of those friends. And she reminds the friend to forward some photos that they'd taken at the show. And then she goes inside, failing to notice the broken doors, and just 6 minutes later, give or take, Michael wakes up to the sounds of her screams. And then obviously he places the 911 call at 1:11 a.m. So she sends that text at 1:02 a.m. and then he's calling the police at 1:11, meaning only 9 minutes passed from the time that Amy got home until the police and ambulances were called. So it all happened very quickly. So based on all of this, the detectives figured that between 7 p.m. and a little after 1 a.m., the intruder must have sat in the house and waited for Amy. Her bed was also unmade, even though Amy had only gotten back a short while before the attack. She clearly hadn't gone to sleep in those 9 minutes. And the people who knew her knew that she always made her bed. So the police actually think that the killer who broke in was tired and laid in her bed waiting for her. And as soon as she got home and stepped into her room, the killer was waiting and attacked her.